Church, how you going? Shauno here, coming to you live from NewDay Church. And guess what? We are back. We're back this Sunday. We're so looking forward to seeing everybody. But hey, we want to do it safe. We want to do it right. So there's a lot of New South Wales health restrictions that we need to be aware of and we need to put in place for Sunday service. So what we thought we'd do is talk you through how it's going to play out on Sunday morning. So the first thing we need to know is that we can only have 50 congregants in church at one time. That's 50 people in the congregation. We can have extra people that are running the service, like our musicians and obviously Ken, but 50 people maximum. Also, there are some areas of the church that can only hold a certain number of people. Some areas can hold more, some areas can hold less. We've got plenty of signs around to tell us or tell you where those people can be. So why don't we have a walk through and show you some of the things that we're going to be doing on Sunday morning. I've got my crew behind me and they're going to help me out. Some of the restrictions mean that we can only enter via one door and we have to exit via a different door. So the first thing that's going to happen is when you walk in, you need to have your temperature checked. That's everybody. We all need to have our temperature checked. It's very simple, it looks like this. All good, I'm right to enter. Next thing I'm going to do is walk over to our registration desk. First thing I want to do, sanitize my hands. That's a really, really important thing to do. Hand sanitizing is a must and we're going to ask everybody to do it. The next thing I need to do is sign in. Now we're lucky that we're going to have someone here that can sign in for you. All they need is your name and a contact phone number, and that's for contact tracing should anything happen. Okay, so we need to give our name, Sean Tyler.
And your phone number?
0411
Beautiful.
Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, now that that's all done, we're going to enter into the auditorium by following the arrows. We can only enter the auditorium via one door. This door. We have to exit the auditorium via a different door. As you can see, we've changed our auditorium to make sure that physical distancing rules have applied. We can't be closer than 1.5 metres to people who are not in our family. We welcome families to sit together, of course, but we're also asking people to make sure that if there are people around you that aren't in your family, that you have that 1.5 metre distance. And you can see that by the way that we've set up our chairs. Okay, so this is how we've set up communion. We call it contactless communion. As you can see, we'll have our regular communion tray that will have the juice in the little cups. But we've also got a little board that we're going to put our wafers on. That means that whoever is in line, and you can see the line is spaced out, they come to the table, they take their wafer, they take their little cup, and then they can move off and they can even go back to their seat. We also have little buckets here in case people want to give their offering as well at the same time. So as you can see, if you're a couple like Ken and Alison, you can stand in line together. That's not a problem. But you can see we've also got everybody spaced out by the crosses on the floor. Okay, after communion, when you come and sit back down, there'll be a bin at the end of each row that you can put your cup in when you're finished. So church, one of the sad parts about Sunday is that the New South Wales government recommends that there be no communal singing. So while we're going to have our worship band and we're going to have a worship singer up here leading worship, we're actually going to ask that you don't sing. That's just the rules, it's just the way they are. And hopefully in the weeks to come, we'll get back to communal singing. So maybe you might like to hum. As we mentioned, offering buckets will be available at the communion table, but remember we always have our offering box at the back of the church and you can put your offering in on the way out. So as we said before, there is one entry point and there's one exit point. And we've got some arrows on the floor to help us know which way to go. So when you leave the service on Sunday morning, we're going to ask you to exit through this door, following the arrows. Same with our exit door from the foyer area. You come in one door, you exit via the other door. This just makes sure that the flow of people doesn't create too many people in one space at one time. So that's it, church. We're really looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. We can't wait to be back together again. But please remember to follow the rules and to work with us as we make a safe transition back to live Sunday services. See you on Sunday.